But anyways, just get the Porter freaking out. So funny every time. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, let me shut this closet real quick and we'll get into the podcast. My cat likes to go in the closet. He's figured out that he can put his paws like. Alright, so I'll show you. So when it's closed, he can put his paws in between here and open it with his paws. He also, I don't know why, but we had to get a heavy toilet lid because we're a little weirdo. We like to give a toilet. Alexa, get off couch. That's a little better. One day I'll have proper lighting for its webcam, but you know, um, you also, if you want to help me financially, just here's my tip link. But I would prefer that you donate to the uh to CCG Coleman for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which one of the ninth day of. Second time, or is it my first stream for it? Counting is hard. But anyway, so let's start with Wednesday. New York Red Bulls versus FC Cincinnati. Uh, well, that should have been a draw, but the refs kind of messed up. Did I tweet it? Did I tweet it on my? No, I did not. I tweeted on my regular account. Or did I even tweet? Oh yeah, I did tweet about. All right, so let's go to this screen. And um so yeah, this is gonna be my only stream of the week. I don't understand how that's not a foul. I mean, look how alright, let's let's do the cheap man teleprompter, as I like to call it. I'll switch to Microsoft Paint in a second. I just wanna wrap it. Alright. So I don't alright, let's zoom in a little. Alright, so you can see the ball right there. The goal was to play it to Baji, I think. Was that? Oh, you need to go look through match day two that was supposed to be two. But if you someday if you want to join, you can join for Pride. It's the main supporters group. You also can join Hangar 937 if you're a fellow FCC fan. I may do a cough drop in a second because my Kepler cough. The cooler weather really aggravates my Kepler cough, unfortunately. But um, I'm gonna have to scroll a little bit because I was this match I didn't watch the highlights, which I thought was gonna be a draw. So, and I thought we were gonna beat. Uh, yeah. If you can't support me on Patreon, if you can't understand, times are rough. Boy, we talked a lot during the match, but while we're killing some time, I honestly forget who has two. I think it was supposed to be two. So I had to identify from the side. Who was supposed to be two. Chris Pinto. Your wife is a better ref. Because I can't tell by the side of his face. Um. Also, what's weird is why security really had to tell for Red Bulls to get excuse me, off our pitch, so we could lift a shield. That's Pal did get a red card for a second yellow. It's funny, I missed a PK opportunity because I had to pee. And then so because on the concourse we have a video board of an in-house feed, which annoyingly just goes to splash screen for VAR. Oh my gosh, who was it that got in a half Nelson? Um, I mean you can see it right now, but you can see the ball is way over here, trying to be played to I think Baji. Honestly, forget already. But yeah, it's just clearly a foul. And oh yeah, somehow Kucha got Player of September. I mean, he really, that's all true, what I said. But anyways, should have been a draw. But we move on to the Saturday match. I won't, so.
The fully electric Audi e-tron family is here.
And would it be
with models that fit any lifestyle
without a Audi
elegant design
ad
and progressive technology? The Audi e-tron family, progress that moves you.
Busquets, he'll sit. Two young players, Ruiz and with a
I think Busquets had some hammy problems, which is doesn't sound right. I've had a hamstring injury, but
rotating makes 8 changes from a team that lost 2-1 to New York on Wednesday. 8 goals from Inter Miami sent it to extra time eventually, 1 in penalties. Underway, Inter Miami and FC Cincinnati in a must-win match for the home team. Said, will it be Joseph Martinez on the end? To the back post, Miller arrived, it's there, off the bar! It was obvious. Wonderful opportunity 9 minutes in to put
I mean, I felt
Miami
like
up.
I was at an IndyCar race with all the dry pink Auto Nation
Now
stuff.
here comes Cincinnati. Acosta, Vasquez,
Which I have mixed feelings about our shakedown, but we'll talk more about later.
and wide.
Well, set pieces, just a great little understanding there from Kamal Miller, knowing he can't redirect that on goal, played across the goal. Fortunate it doesn't hit the underside of the bar and go in, but how about the counter transition from Cincinnati the other way?
Acosta just lets him go. Ruiz couldn't settle it. Direct on the counter from Cincinnati. Vasquez does really well to bring it down. Has Santos in the middle. Santos might be in. Big save. Drake
I don't know how that's
Callender.
not penalty kick.
Has Santos in the middle.
I mean, seriously. I was at yellow cab going, I went, seriously, how's that not a penalty kick?
Counter from Cincinnati. Vasquez does really well to bring it down. Has Santos in the middle. Santos might be in. Santos in the middle.
I don't see any ball there.
In a good spot, but how about this
Serious.
ball? And how's this for a first touch?
I mean, seriously, that's
from
a
Brandon
penalty
Vasquez.
kick.
But then to have the ability to play the right ball to Santos.
Rain starts to fall at Drive Pink Stadium.
I don't understand how that wasn't a penalty kick.
Now David Ruiz. The 3 Inter Miami homegrown into the feet of Joseph
Clear
Martinez.
dog, not full scope opportunity.
Second time tonight Inter Miami has hit the woodwork.
Fitness-wise,
But you know, it's Miami. They're trying to help them
the way
win.
Joseph Martinez has since the knee injuries with Atlanta United. You've got to be uber aggressive and just find.
Martinez, Kramaski back.
Honestly, the bet for Messi leaves on loan, the better off and less would be. I've been an MLS fan. I'm an ex-Crew fan. I'm a FC9 fan. Academy for Timber is my temporary team.
To cut it against the grain of Matt Miazga to give Kramaski, but Katie's report is
It's just crew made it impossible to watch matches here. Publix. But anyways,
Here's a pocket for Joseph Martinez to come into. Tries to get around Miazga. Now Farias. Farias saved by Celentano.
Smarter, simple.
Oh, Yedlin, nifty.
I mean, now for clean sheets to Altano, but
Still DeAndre Yedlin, not clear. Celentano
he's better for
punch away,
Roman Berkey.
Still not clear. Martinez. He's done that before. Doesn't get it right this time.
And of course he's coming mistakes. He's a very young goalie. What he's big on older than Celentano.
Arias, awkward from Callender. Oh, then the big save. Acosta trying to get back on it and dealt with by Miami.
Some Drake Callender. Cincinnati doing
While we watch the
a much
highlights,
better
let me
job
check
with
how
their
old he
shape,
is.
And then on the counter, finding the right pass. That one's difficult. In the first half, you saw 4 or 5 players get out on the break. Farias is slow. Kramaski slow. Ruiz is a little slow. It's
Acosta,
opened up.
Bupenza, deflection.
Yeah, he's only 23.
Off the post, inches away from an own goal. Instead, just a corner.
What's it, Indiana?
And in sync.
So,
Miami on the counter.
Oh, Messi slipping under pressure from Acosta. Martinez, Jean Mota has a go and just wide.
If I'm Pat Noonan, Dominic Kinnear, and my staff, I would love to see Vasquez one-on-one with Christoph in open space.
What can they do to make that happen?
Keep possession, get Bupenza underneath.
Bupenza's going to have a go. Oh, Bupenza struck it well and wide.
Oh, well.
So yeah, obviously next will be Sunday. Let's just switch to NASCAR.
The momentary hero for Cincinnati. before Miami won in penalties. Knocked down, cleared by Yedlin, right back to Barrial, will get another chance.
Did know how to drop frames, so I apologize about that.
Fifth time tonight, it has hit the woodwork, all on this south end at Drive Pink Stadium.
3 off the same post. 3 identical opportunities where they've deflected off the inside of the post and come out. Whether
Kubo back to Barrial, another chance. Over everybody, might work out. Bupenza tried to nutmeg Allen. Acosta to Bupenza. Still Bupenza. Oh, still Aaron Bupenza! Calendar makes himself big. They know what a Cincinnati goal would mean.
But you see what I mean about Bupenza, where something out of nothing he can do.
Yep.
Game can be ugly, it can be chippy, he's got pace. He's got a real propensity to put defense.
I don't know how Andrew Gutman is a related article to Ron Santana, but you do you. Wikipedia, you do you.
Kromoski was going to get on it. Now it's Barrial trying to take a touch and have a go, and he's not able to. And Stefanelli puts in the defensive work for Inter Miami.
It's just too much, though, from Bupenza. Good work here to recover and steal it off of Busquets.
It's Kubo. Calendar pushes it. Barrial! Cincinnati breaks through and maybe ends Inter Miami's playoff hopes. Alvaro Barrial, the moment.
Seeing Messi mad is hilarious, man.
This was a better move from Pat Noonan in FC Cincinnati in the second half. Get Kubo into the game. Great range, great ability to impact the game. From the defense to the attack. And Barrial, one of the best moves of the MLS regular season from FC Cincinnati coaching staff to take a winger and make him a wingback. He's a 2023 MLS All-Star.
Arias going around Kristoff, cutting it back. Bupenza wasn't there. And it's over. The Supporters' Shield winners and Inter Miami's playoff hopes.
My name's Daryl Dixon. I went out looking for something.
People still watch Walking Dead? Interesting. But Caleb Porter freaking out. Never gets sold. But anyways, that was fat. Give me 1 second. Cause it sorry before the Bengals game. Well, first we got it. If we do chronological order. Gotta go to Formula 1. Yeah, we had Spain 2016 flashbacks when Hamilton and I was at Rosberg. What Hamilton and Russell had a collision. So knew it was gonna be a safety car because Hamilton was gonna get beached in this gravel, which I agree looks like the moon, or sometimes I call it kitty litter. I can see why. So the safety car took about 3 laps. It's just pretty count follow. And Max. Lewis with his smooth brain moment of walking across a life track. I mean, easy timeless penalty there for Checo. Easy penalty there for Alonso. It was way too hot for racing. Like, I think we're gonna have to cancel his contract. It was way too hot. I have no idea how MotoGP races here, especially since they obviously need more padding. Especially if they had to wear all that back padding, so they don't break their spine off a track in a crash. Yeah, Max won. It was just, I mean, it's a decent race, but definitely way too hot. Um,
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield
how we
is
got
here
18
to
minutes
help
of
you
highlights
find a
off this, but
Medicare
okay.
Advantage plan. Call and ask about our zero.
The 45 on the outside. Christopher Bell in the 20 on that inside line as they come to the start zone. Racing at the Roval is underway.
That's such a weird camera thing. Episode for race.
No wheel spin. He's easily clear into turn one.
Fighting him for the spot.
I hate I have to pay for a bin spit rate.
You can see how tight this racetrack is. It's actually an elevation change. They're actually going downhill right now. Approaching this corner, heavy left-hander. This is what will put them on NASCAR turn one, the oval. And it is a very difficult racetrack. You see Ty Gibbs already trying to get underneath Joey Logano.
I believe he's going to have a chance to get easily inside the top 15 on strategy with that and a good car, although this makes you nervous. The 43 goes around right in front of him.
Now we'll see if he gets turned around. He does, so a caution will not come out.
He's running 27th.
Now that is what you're concerned about. I don't think Kyle Larson's going to make a huge mistake driving, but right in front of him you see the back kind of get light, and then he turns in underneath the 78, and that's a combination, Jeff, I think, of curbing and the 78 all stacked up.
This curb's not total.
His option was to kind of spin himself out or to spin Hammond and the 78 out.
That's a very difficult braking zone, right? So you're turning the car, you're coming off of the NASCAR cornered banked, and now you're going to a flat surface. So the car doesn't want to brake well. He got committed. He said, I'm making this pass right here. Got deeper into the chicane, and he just couldn't make it work.
His Goodyear's rubbed off, so I wonder if there's contact
Christopher Bell comes to pit road. I thought he would
earlier
stay out for
because
the points, but instead he's going to come to pit road and keep the track position, Marty.
Yeah, Steve, how about this audible by Adam Stevens, who told me this morning, quote, "It's irresponsible for us to play for the
That's
win
about
today."
NASCAR
So
F1
giving up
because
these
that'd be
stage
most
points,
Sports
I'm a
Monday
little
part.
surprised by this.
Plus,
And
it's
he
hockey
told Christopher
and
Bell on the
stuff
radio,
like
Adam
that.
Stevens said, "This is going to work out well. It's not our plan originally, but it's going to work out well." 4 fresh Goodyear tires for Christopher Bell. 2 laps to go in stage 1. He'll definitely have the track position, but what do you think about that call, Steve, to walk away from those 9 stage points?
He's not going to walk away from very many. He's going to blend on the racetrack in front of the 99, who Suarez is currently running 6th. So this is, you only lose about 25 seconds pitting at the Roval, where you enter and where you exit the race. You remember, you enter off turn 4, the banking, and you exit over in the infield. You don't run the front stretch chicane, you don't run turn 1. So Bell basically pitted from 2nd and rejoined in 5th. He lost 3 spots, Rick, pitting under green. I mean, think about how spread out the field is. So that is just a great work by the entire 20 team, and Adam Stevens saying, you know what, I'm not going to give up 9 points, Jeff. I'm going to give up 3 points. And I will absolutely give up 3 points to be the first car. So he's going to finish 5th in this stage and have serviced his race car. It's just a really, really, really good call on top of the pit box by Adam Stevens.
You go into the race with a plan, and then as things change, you have to be willing to change with it. And that's a great example. Yep, he came in here thinking he was going to have to stay out to get stage 1
Former
points.
crew chief Kyle
Race
Busch
changed,
before
and
Kyle
he
Busch
didn't
left
have
Gibbs.
to. It was able to pit and get stage points. Great call.
And more importantly, he's going to be controlling the race at the start of stage 2 because he was the first one to come. Everybody else that's in front of him is going to come at the end of the stage break. So they come to pit road, and that puts him now in the lead. As we have a spin here.
Yeah, I think Mike Rockefeller must have missed the chicane. That's a stop. So we saw Brad Keselowski had to serve a drive-through. This is on the backstretch, but there you saw a penalty served correctly. Missing one of the chicanes, come to a complete stop. On the lap, you miss it. That's very important. That you must self-impose your penalty. If you run that extra lap, then NASCAR will impose the penalty.
Yeah, and he just stopped in that area that you explained for his penalty. As they're on the final lap, and again out in front, it's Reddick. He's led every lap, 24 laps completed so far on the stage. It will give him a playoff point for a driver who came into this race 2 points below
Tyler
the
Reddick
cut
won
line.
the first
So
stage.
they're playing the points game, and Tyler Reddick, as he comes out of turn 17, sees the green and white checkered flag, and he and
playoff drivers were scared about. Look at the traffic in front, traffic to the right side.
Elliott clears Suarez. He's got 2nd now. Denny Hamlin also.
And that's because pit road closed. We saw that happen to Kevin Harvick a few weeks ago as we were, well,
come out and about ready to.
I mean, obviously it was a caution because
trying to enter this corner next to him, but Chase was having none of it.
You're watching the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Bank of America Roval 400 from Charlotte, and the 78 goes around. We saw the
there's
dive of
advertisements
Chase
on the
Elliott,
track,
who was about ready to come to pit
and you
road.
notice there's a car
Pit road is
stopped
now
in
going
the
to be
middle.
closed because the caution has come out, and Chase Elliott crossed the start-finish line with 2 laps to go on the stage.
Well, Chase was coming to pit road, but you saw him dive back onto the racetrack just as we were returning. And that's because pit road closed. We saw that happen to Kevin Harvick a few weeks ago. You know, you can't pit on a closed
had more
road.
damage to it look
It's
like.
an awful break for Chase Elliott to
So
lose the track position. Let's see what happened to the 78.
Josh Bilicki just coming off of pit road, and just 7-car Corey LaJoie there. I don't know if Josh just didn't expect him to be
That's
there.
just so weird, man.
Big contact, car gets into the wall.
Looked like Corey maybe got in.
Let's see the return to the track with no penalty.
They both were coming up, and that was in a dad, and Josh.
He's sleeping, right? Car so much.
That's right.
And a bad break for Chase Elliott, who really needed to get to pit road. He's
You
going to
can
lose.
see, but AMR team had to do some wall repairs. Oh, a tire barrier. I get it.
Just you and him still there.
What does Kyle Busch do right here? Does he concede the spot, or does he take?
Busch has fallen.
You got it out a little bit.
Oh, that got Byron some hope. He saw the back of the line.
Now the white flag in the air. One more time around.
Yeah, somebody's taking risk because he's watching football. Oh, he's picked football over NASCAR.
Colleague Racing wanted to see A.J. Allmendinger do in 2023 with 7 road courses on the schedule. And Allmendinger, as strong as he is on road courses, they wanted to see him be competitive in every single road course.
So William Byron's 3 car lengths behind. Going to try to use every braking zone to his advantage, try to carry as much speed as he can, go to the throttle a little quicker than he's been able to, but as he pushes the car, asking for more, the car won't give it to him. You can see the 16 got away from him right there. That was just simply William Byron trying to get more speed.
And that is the breathing room that A.J. Allmendinger was looking for as they head down the backstretch, Rick, into that chicane. Last time in, William Byron definitely carried more speed in the braking zone. This time, Allmendinger has a little bit of a gap.
Byron knows there are 5 playoff points out there. He's going to be aggressive these final turns. But Allmendinger still with a 5-6 car length advantage now. Allmendinger's last win was at the Indianapolis Road Course back in 2021. That's 50 starts ago. And now, A.J. Allmendinger, out of the final turn, he wins at the Charlotte Roval.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.
That was that. Every Bengals won. Great game. But yeah, now we can move on to the NHL prediction of each prediction portion. We'll start out with NHL predictions if it would just do this week predictions. Alright, so we're gonna go east to west. Great song. By Casting Crowns. The Metropolitan Division. The Metropolitan Division. The Hurricanes are gonna. The Hurricanes are gonna win the Metro. Second. Big Penguins are gonna come in second. Third. The Rangers. Devils in fourth. No, the Islanders. I think we're gonna be. I think one Metro and one Atlantic team will give wild card. So the Islanders are my first wild card team. So the Metropolitan is gonna go Hurricanes, Penguins, Rangers, Islanders your wild card winner, Devils, Blue Jackets, Flyers. To keep it short and sweet, let's just do the 4-letter abbreviation. Not Atlanta, but Atlantic. I say repent first win for Atlantic. For Lightning. Police are always good regular season team, but choke in playoffs, so I think we can get third place. And your other wild card, you know what? In my opinion, there's too many unknowns for Bruins, so they will finish 5th. Canadians, and then Senators. It's gonna be a long season for Ottawa. He is. And then your Central Division. I see. Central is, I think, gonna be tight, but I think the Blues win the Central. The Avalanche. I think the Wings. I forgot the Red Wings. If the Red Wings just miss the playoffs this year, you know what? Screw it. Red Wings are gonna make a wild card. And see if it's just miss the playoffs. In my opinion, there's too many unknowns for Boston to say anything. But yeah. The Capitals are gonna finish 5th this season. The Avalanche are gonna finish 2nd. Um. In the Central, wow. Maybe the Jets can finish third. Dallas Stars. I think each division. I think this is gonna be one wild. I don't think either division's gonna die. I think each one's gonna have one wild card. Obviously, then the three top three teams. Wild. I don't think the Blackhawks are as good as everyone thinks they are. I hope they finish. I hope they almost finish last. Fuck them for hiding the sexual assault of Cow Beach. Excuse me. He gets a mortician probably. The Blues have Lynch Jet Stars wild card. Wild Blackhawks. Think. You know what? I hate to say it, but I don't think it's just making playoffs this year. And the team that should be moved. The Coyotes are gonna finish dead, but last. And on to for Pacific. This is my division because my main team's Oilers now. So unfortunately, mostly because they have refs on their side. Not salty, it's just truth. I think, unfortunately, Vegas is going to win the Pacific. Boys are coming second. Kingston third. Um, think the Flames are gonna sneak in as a wild card. I think the Kraken are just gonna miss the playoffs. Excuse me. Sharks are gonna finish 6th. Ducks 7th and Canucks last. All right, so did Magnet Gaming just go live? No. Darn, I was gonna read him. But anyways, so I think it's going. All right. We should go back to 1 versus 8, but you know that has to make it idiotically complicated. So who connects to us? Past Pacific. In the playoffs. Let's start with the East. I think the first matchup is going to be Detroit versus Carolina. And then the final would be second. So, I actually think tomorrow night is the opening night. So, I think your Eastern. All right, so for West round one, it would be so yeah. For a third year in a row. I see for Kings playing the Oilers in the playoffs. And then for the Central. And I think, obviously, I'll be St. Louis versus Calgary because I think the Blues are going to finish second in the East. Alright, so this may take me a while because I need to make sure I get everything right. Huh. But don't forget, you're racing away for breast cancer awareness. Gonna take a real quick ad break where I make sure I have everything right. That's gonna be about 2 minutes. So I'll see y'all in 2 minutes. Alright, so if you're subscribed, you're not getting an ad. And now we're gonna break my stride.
Mic off, mic on.
Anyways, I have returned. Um, So the East will be Pittsburgh is the Metro, right? Yeah. I think Carolina advances to the conference final. No, I'm sorry, that only the semifinal. Ha ha! So, if I mess up on stream, I'll correct in the video, but do forgive me. It takes a while to to give the matchups right. So, my other matchup would be ooh, I just realized. I only had 4 matchups and 8 plus 8 is 16. I can do great math. See how confusing this playoff format is for playoffs? My cat is currently sleeping on my bed. The little fluff butt uses my bed more than I use my bed. And if you want to help us stream financially, just hit exclamation point tip. You know what? For the sake of time, I will call for playoff being off camera. It's just way too confusing to figure out. But anyways, now we can go to feature prediction portion of a stream where I try to predict future. FCC's off this week. But hockey turns Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If the Oilers win 3-0 against Vancouver, the first goal is going to be empty netter. You know what? Screw it. I'll go for the Jackets this year. And I think the Jackets open Thursday? Open every season Thursday? Yes, we do. Maybe we actually make sure the Jets don't play before that. I think the Jets also play. Yeah, they do. So it's going to look chronological order. I think the Jets going to start out the season with a win. Give me false hope. I mean, I want them to win because I would love to see the Flames lose for first game of the season. I know I'm in the playoffs, but you can't win every game. The games can make them pay for a trade, and for Jackets to lose one to start the season. That'll be Thursday. I don't think my teams are playing. Wow, Friday is such a barn burner, guys. The NHL decided opening week, the first weekend of NHL season to have 2 games. But anyways, so well, let's have a weird stretch start season. They start Wednesday and then play Saturday. The Jackets play first on Saturday. Oh, I think they get their first win of the season over the Rangers. I think the Jets also play. At 4, fine. I think the Jets are going to start the season at 500. I think Oilers are going to start with 2 wins. Alright, this is going to be a Bowl Stanley Cup final. Why we talk about hockey? My final is Um, my final's gonna be Nashville versus Hurricanes, and Nashville wins. So yeah, Nashville probably just got for Cairo Curse, but yeah, no, it is what it is. And I think Nashville's gonna. I think it's gonna go 7 games. So Nashville probably has a Cairo Curse. So if my cousin's watching, I'm sorry. Sorry, Paul. Leave me to bud. The Oilers have at home with Vancouver ready, so that's 2 key. Like for the Bengals had 2 key matchups to start the season. The Oilers have 2 key matchups, 2 divisional matchups to start the season. F1 is off this weekend because so yeah, my final special soccer game is the 15th, so 18th will be back to normal for whatever Wednesday. I think the Bengals are gonna win. 34-14. And 35-17. Or 14. And yeah. Where is NASCAR this week? Homestead? No, Vegas. I think Billy Byron's gonna win and be the first one to clutch punch his ticket to the Final Four. So yeah, that will do it for today and for this week. Because I said it's gonna be a short week because I want to go see my mama for a little bit and watch her Oilers opening day and I have a hand specialist appointment, so that's gonna be easier if she just takes me to it, even though it's closer to my house. But anyways, I would like to thank you guys for watching. God bless. I still believe that Jesus is Lord. And I will see you next week to recap the first week of hockey. Man, that feels so good to say. That feels really good to say. Got a rating one today. First, I was gonna rate is apparently offline. Let's go rate JT Wesky. They are playing some party animals. I like how he has his own tag for his streams, but yeah. I will see you guys next week. Bye.